Hi everyone, Ivan Fairhall, Managing Director at Pivotal, just coming on today to provide some commentary on the drill results we put out this morning, the 2nd of May 2024. It's really exciting to be putting out our first ever drilling on the property since we acquired it. We designed a program to focus on infill of byproduct grades that are missing from the resource and to extend the mineralisation down dip. Just share my screen here, go through some of the highlights. So these holes were focused on infilling grade, and they really delivered exactly to plan. We're seeing thick zones of copper and nickel mineralisation, and the assays reveal extensive byproduct credits: gold, palladium, cobalt, platinum, some silver, in these areas where they were never assayed before. And these results are the first of many to come. So we're reporting 2 holes here. We've done a 34-hole program, over 7,000 meters, and these 2 holes, they're focused on 2 slightly different parts of the deposit, but about 200 meters along strike from each other. And each hole has 2 historic holes around about 50 meters away. So we're really seeing a little bit of infill action and looking to add grade in an area that hasn't seen that before. We're in the southwest section of the deposit and well up in the open pit zone, sort of 50 to 100 meters down is where the intersections are. So hole 93 is an excellent example of why we like Horden Lake so much. We've got wide zones, nearly 40 meters in this case, sitting well below the open pit shell and seeing good copper grades over 0.5%, better than the surrounding holes. You can see we've referenced there, and the overall grade of 1.31% copper equivalent. But flagging to keep consistent with our resource estimate that copper equivalent calculation excludes credits for cobalt, platinum, and silver. So in a way, we're still understating the sort of equivalent grade when you think about all the metals that we've got in there. So within this intersection, we do have a higher grade zone, and if we jump down to the core photographs, you can see that those higher grades are being driven by a semi-massive and massive sulfide mineralization. You can see it coming through there. That's the more golden color. That's where you see the highest grades. I think we had an individual assay down there, about 0.7 meters at over 4.5% copper only. And so, you can really see when you get onto that semi-massive and massive mineralization, how you can get, you see the potential for really high metal content accumulation. Hole 92 intersected two separate zones, about 5 to 6 meters each. That was in line with our expectations. You can see the historic drilling around there similar. Really showing continuity with what's been domained previously. But again, seeing, in addition to the copper and nickel assays, the gold, palladium, platinum, and cobalt, which was not assayed for in that area before. So just this quickly, this just kicks off the program. 32 holes left to be reported. Combination of more byproduct infill, but also down dip testing where we can see and some of those down dip holes are including downhole EM geophysics to provide further context to the opportunity. So much more news to come. It's the first drilling in over a decade on the project. It was tied up in private ownership prior to our acquisition, and these results and the more to come, they're value accretive to the asset, but they're also a great advertisement of the quality of this copper dominant project. But we're in a very constructive copper price environment where copper's running at multi-year highs off the back of the realization that there just isn't enough projects out there, and we've actually got one of them. We've got good grades close to surface, and looking to position the project to really be a developable project and meet this sort of growing demand. So it's exciting times for our industry and exciting times for Pivotal. Thanks.